Mr. Z. Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can. Sorry. Yep.
Well.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. You're good. You're good. Just making sure. Welcome, everybody. We are still getting attendees to come in. Typically, we would be doing this on Tuesday, the last week of the school year. And obviously, we're not doing that on a Tuesday this year. We're doing it on a Thursday through Zoom. This is the all-school senior blessing. And certainly, there's a lot to be thankful for with this senior class. We typically have one or two individuals come up in front of the church and chapel area and speak a few good words about our seniors. Each individual senior is going to be mentioned and talked about and prayed for. And there's sharing of scripture, and there's some positive stories, some goofy stories. You're going to see the whole gambit. Typically, we have tiers. So I don't know if that's going to happen on a virtual level, but this is a time to honor our seniors and have some closure. So I thank you for everybody in attendance today. We are amateurs at this. We are figuring this out as we go along, and that's just kind of the name of the game right now. We're figuring it out as we go along, and we're making the best of it. And so, again, we're thankful that you are here, that you're watching us, that you're supporting our senior class, the class of 2020, a year that we will remember, a class that will go down in the history books. So, again, how we're going to do this after I get done talking and praying. I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Zier, our Christian leaders teacher. The one that has walked through with the seniors for a full year in our top level religion class. He's going to introduce each one of our seniors and who's talking. We'll move everybody over to the panelist side, because I know as an attendee you can't be seen or heard. So once you get on the panelist side, it's basically you're on stage for the world to see. Typically, this is an all-school event. Now this is an all-world event. So we're really excited about that. And again, thank you for your patience and just your grace during this time as we honor our seniors. Let's begin in a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for this time in a world of so many unknowns. Thank you for technology, that we are able to continue this tradition at Concordia High School of honoring the seniors. I pray that the technology works and that everybody can hear, and let the bandwidth be clear. I thank you for the senior class of 2020. Thank you for their many gifts and talents and their leadership at Concordia High School for this year, through this time, through this pandemic. I pray that they are especially honored and shown much love right now during this time. And all these things we ask in your most holy and precious name. Amen. So, can you hear me still now? I hope so. I'm looking at the chats. I hope you can hear me.
All right. Yeah. So. All right. Mr. Deering and I will do our best you can write stuff to us in the chats. We'll do our best to try and respond to it. There are two of us. It'll probably also take just a minute for people in the attendees side to come onto the panelist side and vice versa. But I'm excited to be here. I'm a little bit sad I can't see everyone. It's so weird. I mean, for me to say it's odd is probably like an understatement. And this whole entire thing, obviously for all of us, has been a very odd time. But I thank you for being here. I'm excited to celebrate these seniors. Excited to hear what people have to say about them, because there's so many great things to say. So we're just going to get right to it, because I know this can take a long time. So we're going to pull on Brody, and Noah Van Soest is going to be talking about him. So Brody, please can you make sure we can see you? And also Noah, whenever you come on. Hey, there he is. Our resident tall guy being talked to about another tall guy. Here we go. All right, take it away, guys.
All right. So I first met Brody in the wonderful time known as middle school. Me and all my friends, we all liked Brody, and whenever we saw him, we'd all flock over to him. Then whenever I got to high school, I started to get to know Brody more, mostly through basketball. We bonded in the first 2 years over our distaste for personal mistakes and the amount of time we spent on the bench. But this last year, as we were both finally varsity starters, I was finally truly working alongside Brody. I was glad I finally got to play alongside you. I could also see during the practices and games your determination, a determination that just recently led you to be able to dunk, which is amazing. I can't even do that. I'm so glad I got to spend these few years with you, knowing that whenever I was having some problems, I'd always have a nice ginger friend ready to talk to me about basketball or the days when we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I know you'll do something truly special at LeTourneau, and I can't wait to see the dedication you put out during basketball, now focused towards unmanned electronic systems. Thank you, Brody, for everything that you've done, and I wish you luck.
All right, thanks guys. I really appreciate that. Mr. Deering's gonna kick you guys off, and then we'll bring the next people on. Next up is Joey Borchers, our resident Spider-Man, and Jordan Schoening and Scarlett are going to be talking about him today. So it may take just a moment to pull it on up, but it's been a blessing to have Joey and actually pretty much his whole entire family come through Concordia. I had the opportunity to teach all three of them, him and his two sisters. So look forward to hearing what you guys are going to say about him. Joey, if you could turn your screen on, that'd be great. You too, Scarlett.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
There you go.
Hey, y'all. All right, so do we just start right now?
Yeah, if you want to start, Jordan, that'd be great.
Okay, sweet. So, Joey, well, I don't really remember the first time we met. I do remember all the fun times we had as friends. You personally always knew me as a car person, so whenever you needed a ride home eventually, of course, I was the first person to ask. Little did he know he would have most likely needed a new pair of pants after that ride. One touching moment I had of Joey was surprisingly in art. I wasn't having the best day in particular, as many sophomores can say, so I did what any high schooler would do and started drawing. But one major problem was I was doing computer art. That was nothing about the lesson. So Miss Fitzgerald caught on to it and came over to ask me to shut my computer. Joey, being the good dude he is, came over to my computer and asked me to pull up what I was working on. I opened it up and he begged Miss Fitzgerald to let me work, which led me to win Tap State, and inadvertently he led me to be able to go on that path. So I thank him for that. Now, I don't know whether you'll stay in Texas because your girlfriend is in Maryland. We all love her. Great person. But rest assured, Joey, wherever it is, I will always be willing to drive the extra mile to make one more Walmart door-breaking dash. I'm so glad that we've been a part of your senior year. And thanks for having us.
I'm Scarlett, as everyone knows. I'm so honored to be talking about Joey because Joey and I didn't really get to know each other until last year. And personally, he's one of the greatest people I've ever met. He can always make you laugh when the world isn't treating you right. And we spent a lot of time playing games with our friend group and surprisingly his girlfriend who lives in Maryland. And one of the things, Sarah told me to tell you this. She loves you and she's very happy that you are in her life. She says, always follow your dreams because you can make them. She says that, Sarah says that she loves you and she appreciates you and keep pushing. On behalf of everyone that you've ever met in our friend group, we love you and we can't wait to see what you'll do.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Great job.
Joey, I also love the fact
Joey.
that you are wearing your Spider-Man hoodie right now.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
All right, up next we got Madison Cotton, and Allison is going to be talking about her. Pretty sure Madison Cotton already owns her own business. In fact, she's already made some mugs for me that I've handed out of my church and have gotten rave reviews. So look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about Madison.
Mr. Zier, apparently only one person can be seen at a time.
If only one person can be seen at a time, make sure that you are in gallery view as opposed to speaker view. Does that help?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Some people are chatting. Also, we should, it's not an option apparently.
Oh, good to know. To do gallery. Well, the things you'll learn.
So maybe we just have the seniors say hi and we can see their face, and then we can go into that mode.
Well, I would say bring the senior on still because you're recording it, and if you can see it on your screen, then it'll be a part of the recording. So if you're in gallery view, then whichever recording on your screen is what they'll see in the recording later on. So maybe right now they might only see one person, but whoever's talking should be the person they see, hopefully.
All right. Looking for Madison Cotton. There she is.
And
Allison.
Yep. Reagan.
Allison Reagan. This is fun.
What's up, Madison?
Say a few words, Madison.
Hello. Thanks for the shout out, Mr. Zier, on my cups.
Allison, you're up.
Anytime, Al.
Alrighty. Okay. So Avery was also going to do a senior blessing, but she couldn't be here. So we wrote our blessing together.
Right.
So Madison has always been the one we go to when we have questions about anything at all. And I just hope she knows that she will be getting calls from us even while she's in college. And asking what we think she should do or just to rant to her about something. When Avery and I were talking about what we were going to write for this one of our favorite memories was going to football games with Madison. Now, she's the reason we went to most of the football games because she would always give us rides, but we always know, even though she was never afraid to yell across the parking lot, get your butt in the car. We got to go. But anyway, she's the main reason for our school spirit. Madison used to take Avery to school with her, and in the morning, she would always buy Dr. Pepper and tacos. She was there so often that the people at the taco place knew her by name and they knew her order. She was definitely fed into our Dr. Pepper addictions by always taking us to get food, and we'd order Dr. Pepper, and whenever you're coming or going from her house, you grab a Dr. Pepper from the fridge. We're going to miss you so much, and we sincerely hope you come back to visit us on a regular basis. We hope you have so much fun in college. I don't know what we would do without you in our life.
Oh. I love you, Allison.
Love you too.
Aw.
All right, thank you, ladies. That was beautiful. Up next, we have Anna DeLiesel, and Jordan Stoley is going to be talking about her. If I were to describe Anna DeLiesel, I would say sweetheart is probably the word that comes into my mind most often when I think about her. So look forward to hearing what Jordan has to say about her. Really putting Mr. Deering on the spot here, making him work real hard to get from one person to the
I
next.
did not go to school for this. This is awesome. Jordan.
There she is.
Jordan.
Here we go.
Oh,
We got all the whole volleyball team showed up. Oh, there.
yeah. Hi, Anna. Okay. So
Hi,
I
Jordan.
remember, yeah, hello. I remember first meeting you when I shadowed in 2017, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, I know your brother!" And
Yeah, and I'm a junior now, and I still remember that. So I thought I'd bring that up because you're just so kind and happy and stuff, and everybody loves your heart, and you're so helpful and talented, and you won many awards in one act play, which is great because that's why I said you're so talented, and you really stepped up because I needed you this year, and you weren't originally gonna stage manage, but then you knew I was stressed out, so you stepped up, and that was amazing. And yeah, and I remember last graduation we sat by each other, and you looked at me and you were like, "Wow, this is my first graduation to go to sing for the choir, and next year that's gonna be me." So I thought I'd bring that up because that was a sweet moment, and I just wanted to tell you that Concordia loves you, and we love you. I love you, and yeah, come back and visit next year.
For sure. Thank you, Jordan. I love you so much.
Love you too.
I don't know. Just another shock.
I think I'm removing people from the actual.
Well, don't remove people. That's not good.
Don't do that.
I don't want to be removing anybody. How do I? I just want to move you back. Oh, here we go. I'm actually.
Switch me. You want to switch it back to me? I can try. If you want.
I got it.
Okay.
I think I've been actually removing people from the thing. I'm sorry for everybody that I kicked out. I did not mean to do that. You are loved. You're a Cardinal forever.
All right. Either way, up next, Anna Fisher. What's up? And we got Charlotte Branch talking about Anna. I love having Anna in class. She is, in my opinion, a rock for this class. You can always count on her. You really can. For so many things, whether it's talking about religion or just knowing the right thing to do. That girl right there. Okay, we got them both done. All right, ladies, you're up.
Okay. Oh, Anna. So one of my first memories I have of you is from freshman year. We were in drama together and you were in one act, and that was a whole thing that happened. But then one of my most prominent memories that I have with you was Science Olympiad last year when we were in the hotel room together and you were drinking your vitamin D water, and then you grabbed another cup and filled it up with regular water, and you thought, oh yeah, I'll just pour this regular water into the steamer. But then you poured the vitamin D water in, and then we had our clothes smelling like orange for all the rest of the next day. Yeah. I've gotten to know you so much this past year with you joining volleyball and us helping the kindergartners together, which was a lot of fun. And just you helping me so much throughout everything that's happened this year. Every time that I needed my inhaler, you would always be the first one running to grab it. Or just anytime that I needed help with anything, you would always be the first one there. I am so, so glad that I got to meet you and I got to spend time with you this year. And I love you.
Love you too. Thank you so much, Charlotte.
Great job, ladies. All right. Up next is Justin Ford, aka Hoos Juice. Justin has been one of our foundations, I would say, for this football team that we've had. Him and Matthew have been doing some pretty amazing things as seniors, along with Travis Parsons. But be excited to see. Let's see, you have Jack talking about you, another one of your football players. So let's see what he has to say. Justin, can we see your pretty face? Is it out there somewhere? Hey, there he is. All right. Ooh, Jack growing the beard. What's up?
I think I'm on now. Okay, good. All right. Justin you are one of the best people I've ever met, and you're so fun and you're so nice. And I'm so happy that I played football. Like, if I didn't get anything else out of it, gaining you as one of my friends would be like worth it to me. I remember that this year, you were my tackling buddy every day of practice, and it was nice going to practice knowing that it was two people who didn't want to, absolutely destroy each other in the first 5 minutes of practice. So that was great. Maybe the next drill would have hurt me, but I know that we were never going to do that. And I remember just all the lessons you've taught me and how great of a leader you were, not only in football, but just around the school, and always being someone to talk to and always someone who lended a hand. And you're like a big brother to me, Justin, and I'm so excited for what you're going to do in college at A&M. And I really hope you let me come visit you, because I definitely want to, and you better come back because I'm going to miss you. So thank you for being just so good to me and so good to everyone around you. And you're like my big brother, Justin. I love you.
I love you too, bro.
Nice reaction, Jack. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Up next, Bailey Fry. We got Jordan Stolley and Charlotte talking about her. Bailey has been a do a little bit of everything, be a part of everything kind of girl. It's been awesome to see her grow and be an amazing leader at our school. From everything from cheer to soccer. Jordan, you can get going while we're waiting for Charlotte to get on.
Okay. Hi, Bailey. You look really pretty as well, by the way.
Thank
so
you.
I remember we were talking one time and you said the first thing you thought about me was, oh, just a blonde girl. And I was like, oh, that hurts. But it's funny now because we're really close and I love talking to you all the time. You've got a great head on your shoulders and you love Jesus, and it's evident, and you helped me in that. And I love going to West Pecan with you and talking about girls' Bible study. And you, yes, like Mr. Zier said, you do quite a bit of different things too. So this was your first year in volleyball and in choir, but then you also are in soccer and in cheer and drama, and your first year in musical. Yeah, so I'm very excited for you. You're a great person, and I will miss you so much next year, and I hope we can pay for some popcorn with quarters again, because that was fun. Love you.
Thank you, Joe. I love you too.
Okay, so one of my biggest regrets is the fact that I didn't get to know you any sooner than I did, because we didn't really get to know each other until earlier this year. But one of the first times that I ever met you, or the first like real memory I have of you, was we were on our way back freshman year from one act competition, and everyone was so sleep deprived. And it was the first time I had ever heard you laugh, and it was just one of the most contagious laughs that I've ever heard. And it just made me feel so, so, so happy. And then the next true memory I have of you was when we were at your house filming for Film Club. And just that entire day. But after we had filmed, then you let some of us stay afterwards because you were having your actual birthday party that night. And just that was the first time that I had ever hung out with you or seen you. Throughout this year, we've gotten coffee together so many times, whether it was just wanting to hang out or planning for girls' Bible study. And when you visited me after I had my surgery, it was one of the best things and sweetest things anyone's ever done for me. Helping me just through everything, and just whenever I needed to talk or just needed to do something, you were always there to play Minecraft with me throughout this quarantine. And I'm forever going to be grateful for that. I love you so much.
I love you too. Wish I could hug you.
I'd say it feels like a hug should happen right now, but Also, Bailey, disregard the fact that you could see your dad riding a bike right at you on the screen. All right, up next, we have Jack Guerrero, Jack himself. And what I've been told via text message is that Ryan is also with him, going to talk about him. So if we can get Jack on, then Ryan will also be there to talk about him.
He's under Ryan?
He might be under Ryan, yeah. And then also Kyle Chapman is going to be talking. Let's see, maybe both of them will show up.
Shazier, is there a way that we can get the people that I kicked out to get back in?
There they are, both of them. Do what?
Is there a way that we can get the people that I kicked out back?
They can just join the link again.
Hold on,
Just
hold on for a second, boys.
go to the link again. 1 second, guys.
They're saying that they can't get back. It won't let them back.
If you, I guess you can't hear, but
Hold on.
if they've been asking questions, if they've been signed out, just click back on the link again. You should be able to sign back in.
What happens if I remove them? I don't know.
Great question. I don't know. I've never.
Did they sign in
removed
under a
someone,
different
so
name?
I don't know what the repercussions of that are. Yeah, you could try that. Try signing under a different name.
My deepest apology.
Yeah, because the link will still be good underneath a different name. So you could just try the link from a different name. If there's another person in your house that has a Zoom account rocking and rolling, ready to go.
Do you think, can we send them another link? I guess not. There we go.
I don't know if I can send them. I mean, I can send them the link that I have. I don't have like a different link kind of thing.
Can we send it to a different email address?
Okay.
If they gave us a different email address, could we send it
The
to
only thing
that
that I
email
would
address?
say is if you got kicked out, if you have a different Zoom account, register for the event and then get the link again and try coming back in and seeing if it works. Sorry, that's a pain in the butt. I don't know if there's anything else I can do to get back in.
I shouldn't do it.
And you two need to be social distancing.
You can't hear it?
Social distance.
6 feet apart, you two.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's
Ryan, you're up.
continue on. And
Okay,
I'll see if I can figure something out. But
All right. I can go, right? I can go. Okay.
yeah, go.
Yes.
Jack. Oh man. He's what a character. He's my brother. I love Jack. I've grown up with Jack. I've always he's always been a part of my life. Hey man, I love you. I cannot wait to see what God has in store for you in the future. I know you're gonna freaking destroy your future. You're gonna like blow it out of the park. You're gonna nail it. I'm very excited for that. And man, these 4 years that I've been, or that you've been here, and the 3 years that I've been here, we have gone through so much and bonded so much more than I would have ever thought. And memories like, you know, just riding around in your car, music blasting, windows down, you know, just having a great time, not worrying about, you know, what's going on in the world or life. And yeah, I love you, man. I want you to always be there with me forever. And yeah, God bless. Love you, bro. Love you too, bro. Good hug. Thanks, man.
You guys would. You guys would. We're all over here properly social distancing. All right. Love you guys. Up next, we have Sophie
Jack, put on a
and
show.
Carson is going to talk about Sophie. We got two softball sisters. What's up? Got two softball sisters doing their
I just told
thing.
Jack to put
Sophie's
on a
one
shirt.
of the girls that helped lead our softball team to the championship last year. So excited to hear what Carson has to say about her. And she's laughing. This is like every time I come on Zoom, this is what she's doing. Laughing. Every time.
Hey,
There's always jokes going on somewhere that I don't know about, and it's pretty wonderful.
Oh my gosh, okay. I can't cry yet. Okay.
You can go, Carson.
All right, Sophie. There is a lot to say about Sophie. We have been pretty tight since my freshman year. There was a lot to say, but I had to narrow it down. But just know, Sophie, that there is so much more to you than what I'm about to say. Sophie is a teammate both on and off the court. I've had the privilege of playing with her in basketball, softball, and cheer. She has inspired me in sports and in life to work hard and always have fun in what you're doing. Sophie is also one of my closest friends and has made me laugh more times than one. We have memories both on and off the court and field, and each one shares a special place in my heart and always will. Sophie brings enthusiasm and spirit on both the field, court, and school. One of my favorite things about Sophie is her smile. Her smile is always full of happiness and joy. Sophie just walks in the room and smiles, and the entire mood in the room just lightens up. You hardly ever see that girl not smiling or laughing. It's adorable. She is such a joy to be around and will be sorely missed by each and every one of us. Sophie, this day came way too quickly, but I am so thankful for all the time in high school that we had. Thank you for always being there for me and never giving up on me. Keep reaching for those dreams, Sophie, and never let them go. To quote my father, you have greatness ahead of you, so grab life and don't let go. I'll miss being your coach, but I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. You will always be number one on the field and number one in my heart. Have a great time at Sam Houston. We love you very much. To quote my father one more time, go get him, girly.
Carson, I love you. It's okay, honey. It's okay.
Great job, Carson. All right. Thank you, ladies. That was beautiful. I really appreciate it. Next up, we got Machu. One of the best names I've ever heard in my life. Matthew. Star athlete at Concordia, our resident quarterback. And we are going to have Jack coming back. Hopefully, if he's still here, we haven't permanently kicked him off of this thing. And he's going to talk about Matthew. Yeah. Hey, we got Jack back. What do you know? Now we see Matthew.
Matthew.
Jack, were you able to get on via your iPad?
Yeah, I'm on with my iPad.
But you were kicked off and you got back on. How did you do it?
Oh, I just went back to the link that you sent out originally, and it let me on.
Okay, cool. All right, well.
That's all I did.
That's all you, Jack.
I was confused at first, but I just went back to the link and it worked. All right.
My apologies.
Matthew, not only are we good? Okay. Not only are you the drippiest, most elusive QB Concordia and the world has ever seen, but you're one of the best friends that I've ever had. And that's not an understatement. I'm so thankful for everything that we've been through. and done together, and all the workouts we've done. I'll remember you driving like 45 minutes to get to my house once a week to come and work out. And I'll remember the field by my house, that running Brushy Middle School from now on. Like whenever I graduate and I come back to my house, and I'll go there and I'll remember all this workouts we did for football and all the hard work we put in. And you kind of helped me and formed that work ethic in me of, that I have to work hard for what I want, Matt. And you did that. We all know you should have been first team. You're not a second teamer, Matt. We all know you should have been a first team all district. You got robbed. But not only is Matt just a great athlete and did we have workouts together, but we also had a lot of fun just as friends together. I'll never forget when me and Ryan went to Guaco Taco one time, and they had your food in the bag, but you didn't bother to look inside. So we sat there for 20 more minutes thinking that your food was still going to come out. And I remember the "Where's my monster taco?" And whenever I tell that story, nobody thinks it's funny, but I remember you and I were just dying at it. And that's always going to be like one of the best memories of my sophomore year. Not only can I have fun with you, but I can also be real with you too. I remember after we went to Round Rock Christian's homecoming game on our bye week, and I was really going through it that day, you came home with me after, and we just stayed up till like 3 a.m. talking and watching TV, and it was just a great time to spend with you. So I'm so thankful for everything we've done, Matt. Thank you for being a role model to me and being one of the best friends ever. I love you.
I love you too, Jack. Thanks, bro.
Sorry,
Mr. Z,
I was
you're-
talking and I had myself
you were
muted.
muted.
What do you know? I was muted. I was saying that if you were anywhere in the vicinity of Concordia High School and you see a drone flying over your head, it's Matthew. All right, up next we got Allison Kennedy, and we got hopefully Charlotte and Sophie Kirko. I swear I saw a Charlotte over there somewhere in the list of people. She might have found her way back in. Allison, how's it going?
It's going pretty okay.
Going pretty okay. All right, well, Sophie will let you do your thing, and then Charlotte can finish up.
Okay. Hi, Allison, Cristobal. I want to say hi. It feels like it's been a while since I've seen everybody. It has been. But when I first met you, we met through Anna, of course. You were friends with my sister. And I never really knew much about you until I started high school. And since then, it's been like you are a member of our family. Like you get along with everybody, with my mom, with my brothers and Anna and me and even Linda. It's been a real honor knowing you. In fact, I can remember a time when I had to go and tutor a girl in my neighborhood. And you were like, oh, okay, I'll just stick around and talk with my mom. And then you got into the car with my mom and picked me up from tutorings last year. And I was confused because I didn't know that you would still be there, but you decided to chat it up with my mom, and it made me happy to know that you wanted to see everybody and stick around. You introduced me to so many things, and you've really helped me become a better person. And I hope that I have had a similar impact on you. And I just want you to know that I'll miss you in college, and it'll be a very different year without you in high school with me. And I don't know how I will go about it without you being a solid rock in my life. And we truly will miss you, and we hope you have a really good time in college and that you'll do great things.
Thank you, Sophie.
Okay, So I surprisingly met Sophie, or met Allison the same way that Sophie did, because I was over at Sophie's, or became friends with Allison, because I was over at Sophie's house while Allison was over there with Anna. And so that's when we first truly like started becoming friends. But then when we truly did become friends was last year during basketball season. Neither of us wanted to run before practice would start, so we would just end up talking to each other while we were running. And I don't know what I would do without you. You've truly helped me build up my confidence so much. You've introduced me to so many new TV shows. You're who I will go to for all my advice. You are one of my best friends. I love you so much. You've been there for me throughout literally everything. You've helped me through so much stuff that I will forever be grateful for. One of the memories that stands out most to me was earlier this year during musical season. It was like 8:30 and I really did not want to drive all the way home. And this happened multiple times where you just let me kind of crash on your couch because I could not drive. You will forever be my injured leg buddy. And I love you so much.
I love you both so much. Thank you so much for doing this. I'll miss you guys.
Love you too, Allison.
Love you.
Thank you, ladies. Charlotte, I'm so glad that you're able to get back on. Allison Kennedy, gonna be a star one day. I just know it. All right, up next we have Emma Kennedy, and she is one of our new seniors. And I have to say that I've been so impressed with Emma and the way in which she's been able to come into this school halfway through the semester and really just bond, become a part of this group of students. It takes a lot of courage to do that, especially with a group that's so close together. So it's been an honor to teach you, Emma, and I've just been super excited to have you in class. And also for you to be, watch out, I got a sticker on your face. And for you just to come in and speak boldly and even at times call the class out on things that they're doing. So it's been amazing to have you be a part of that. We're gonna let Kyle do his thing here. Yeah, so Kyle, it's all you, man. You're muted, Kyle.
Kyle, you're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I haven't known Emma very long. She just transferred here this year. But at first she was in my sociology class and I didn't really get the chance to know her in that class. But then one week I walked into my family group and she was there helping Jack lead. So right away, she fit pretty well into our family group. She fulfilled kind of a leadership role that Jack needed help with. Not saying that Jack couldn't do it by himself, but she was a big help to him and to our family group. She's very kind. I've noticed that in the little time that I've gotten to know her. She's very kind. She's quiet sometimes, but you know that she's there if you need her. She's also in my speech class. I forgot about that, but her speeches are fun to listen to. And Emma, I wish you very well in college. Thank you for having me speak for you, and just have an awesome college experience. I know you'll do great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Emma. Up next, we have TK Travis Knight, our one and only wrestling expert, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, push-up master, stealth boy. I mean, you know, he just does so many things at our school. It's he's all over the place. Look at that. There he is. And we have Cole, Shiro, and Jordan Schoening talking about him. So once they hop on here, we'll let him do his thing. Also, if you guys didn't know, sorry, Mr. Knight, Travis is also my son, apparently, through some weird scenario of events. He also became my son. He'll always be your son first. I'm like secondary or tertiary father. I don't know. I think it was a movie at some point in time. I don't know. It was a funny event, but
Yeah, you're
all
my
right.
legal guardian, nothing else.
Perfect.
But
Legal guardian
it's just
for
a lot
movie.
more fun.
I don't know what happened to Cole.
Cool. Okay.
There he is.
Jordan
Okay,
on
it's
there?
just taking a little bit longer. Okay, and Jordan couldn't be here because I kicked him off.
All right. Well, Travis, maybe reach out to Jordan and just let him talk to you over the phone or something.
Yeah, he
Travis.
just texted me.
All
Maybe
right.
I'll put him on speaker.
Put him on speaker.
Sure, you can do that if you want to.
Cole, you can go ahead.
All right. So I'm just gonna start off with this. There are so many memories. I can't even like tell one because all of them are so good. So Travis has always been such a good friend ever since I met him. It all started when I shadowed at Concordia, and that's where we met. Things really began to kick off during our freshman year musical. We would hang out and do literally everything together. And I was that one freshman kid that got to hang out with all the older kids, but I was just there for Travis. He would show me tons of music, and we would vibe out in the bathrooms getting ready for a musical. I'll never forget all the food runs, car rides, talks, and everything we've done. We've been best friends ever since then and gotten super close as well. I never knew that would create such a good connection with a friend like him, and it's truly a blessing. And I pray that we will be able to spend many more days hanging out and doing random things in Stonehill when he visits from college. Travis, you are the homie, and I'm gonna miss you a ton.
I'm gonna miss you too, buddy. Thank you. So I'm gonna try to put Jordan on speaker. Love you, Cole.
Love you too, man.
Okay, I'm calling Jordan. All right, can you hear me, Jordan?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you're on speakerphone.
All right, let me pull up the thing. Sorry.
Can y'all hear him?
Yes.
Testing. Hello.
Okay, they can hear you. They can hear you.
All right. Travis, I remember the first time I met you. I was at Families, and I was a freshman and entering the school. And the first words I heard from your mouth were, "Ellis, no!" Little did I know that would be the beginning of one of the best.
Is he still there? You muted yourself, Travis.
Hold on, Jordan. You gotta back it up. Sorry, I muted myself. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, wait. Did they hear any of that?
I don't know what they heard. I'm so sorry. I feel like an idiot. Ugh.
Maybe start over.
Just start over.
Okay. Travis, I remember the first time I met you. It was in Families, and I was a small freshman, and the first words I heard from your mouth were, "Ellis, no!" Little did I know that would be the beginning of one of the best friendships I've had. Throughout the years, if I was ever down or not really knowing what to do in life, you would find me, and I don't know how, and quickly spew some quick-witted, good, and inspirational advice. I almost think that you would have those encounters planned at that point. But of course, I can't tell a senior blessing about Travis without mentioning one of the more funny yet touching moments of him being my family group leader. It was a moment whenever I really saw Travis be a leader as a mentor, someone who did control the situation when it really got out of control, with me and my family group friends destroying a waffle machine. You looked at me dead in the eyes, rolled your eyes around, and proceeded to walk out of the room. Jordan, Sophie started, I think you may have broke him. Moments later, you came back in the room with rolled paper towels and started cleaning up my mess for me, even though I didn't ask for any help. I'll never forget all the touching moments I couldn't cover in this for whatever reason, but do know that I will always miss you being a friend, a family group leader, and a role model, and a pal for me to just be there for.
Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it.
No problem, Travis.
Love you, buddy.
man.
Love you too.
Great job, Jordan.
Good job.
Sorry, man.
We're not making this easy on everyone. All right. Good seeing you, Travis.
Good seeing you too. Thank you.
All right. Up next, we have, and I think this is probably true, the one and only Quan Lee. I don't think there ever will be another Quan Lee in this world, quite like Quan. So
I don't think Quan's on.
Quan is not on. That has how unique and original he is. He is
Dude,
Quan.
he is
Quan.
not on. I've been looking for him.
Is Major on here?
Major is on here.
All right. If you want to pull up Major, you can still do his blessing. Maybe he's watching live stream.
We are recording this.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Let me move to a different spot. It's really loud in here. I'm going outside.
Okay. Major is going outside.
You guys are doing a great job. This is an amazing, amazing experience. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I also agree. I think this has been very impressive, the way in which you guys have been able to handle this, and you still get some of the same feel that we normally do. So you guys are doing wonderful.
Exactly. I think we should just do this from now on.
All right. Can you guys hear me and see me?
Oh, we can see you, Major. We can see that hair for days.
Oh, you can?
Get a haircut.
Oh no, man! You gotta let the mane go. That's what I'm saying. All right. I remember when I told you I was gonna grow out my hair, and you said, "Dude, that's gonna be a mane," and I was like, "Yep." Anyway, that's not the point of this. All right. So I had the privilege to get to know the one and only Quan Lee. I remember like the first time that I met Quan, and it was last year during medical class, and he was just like the most mysterious man I think I've like ever come in contact with. And like I would be so excited to come to class each day because you would just learn something new about Quan that you never knew before. And like he just found a way to make you laugh like so hard. But I remember last year at the variety show, like the first time when I heard him sing, oh my gosh, bro, I was blown away. And I was like, dude, he has the voice of an angel, like epic. Yeah, like his voice was absolutely epic. And so I know whatever Quan decides to do in life, I know that he's always going to be like amazing around people because with his God-given talents and his ability to make people smile. And so I'm gonna miss Quan, man. Quan's a legend.
Quan is a legend. Understatement of the day.
Quan's a legend.
All right, thank you, Major.
Yeah. So when y'all kick me off, am I gonna be able to like rejoin to do another?
I think Mr. D has figured it out. I think he's got it now.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, sorry,
Don't
man.
remove them. Just put them back.
We're good. I got it. I
All
figured
right. Up next, Nathaniel, another one of our seniors who joined us at the beginning of this year. Someone who I think has done a truly awesome job of incorporating himself into this senior class, and also loves the Tesseract. Always has it up every class. Tesseract every time. And we are going to have Carson talk about Nathaniel.
Hey, Nathaniel.
Hey.
Okay, so I had the amazing privilege, me and Mr. D, to have Nathaniel in our family group, Go H209. Nathaniel, having you in our family group was just absolutely amazing. You were an absolute joy and an absolute just amazing guy to be around. Every Friday, Nathaniel would walk in and be like, "Hey guys, y'all want to see this meme?" And we were like, "Oh God, Nathaniel."
That is, oh my gosh.
It was beautiful. Or this video, and it was beautiful. Every Friday we got a new meme or a video. But Nathaniel, I just want to say thank you for adventuring into our lovely school your senior year. Thank you for choosing to spend it with us. And thank you for all the fun times and fun laughs we've had in family groups. Thank you for, every time I was in a bad mood, you'd always text me and be like, bro, get out of your bad mood, be happy. And I was like, thanks, Nathaniel. Great advice there. But I hope you have an amazing time in college, and please keep sending me memes. They are hilarious. I love them. Thank you just for all the laughs and all the moments and all the memories. Go, and I want to leave you with this. You are a child of God, a Cardinal forever, and a member of H209. We love you, Nathaniel. Thank you.
H209.
Thank
you, Carson.
All right, love it. That was awesome. Thanks, Nathaniel. Up next, we have Samael. Sam himself, airplane pilot, boat captain, going to be the next 007, I'm pretty sure. International man of mystery. We're going to have Jake Sellers come up and talk about him. And I think he also has a letter he's reading from another student. But I'm also going to invite up Miss Fitzgerald, because not too often do you have this kind of relationship in a family coming together with a senior passing through. So we're going to give her a chance to say a few words too.
Sam, are you under your mom's name? Chat, yes.
Yes.
Thank ya. Perfect.
All right, Jake, we're going to have you go first. I know you got something to read too, so we'll have you do your thing first.
I have no letter to read. I just
have no letter to read.
I'll let Mr. Stroh go first.
I was told via text message, so okay.
I'm unaware.
Okay.
This is first news for me.
All right.
Okay. Hey, Sam. I guess I don't really remember your first year of life. I was around, I guess. I've seen pictures. I mean, I know we were together, but my earliest memories are your passion for the movie Cars, Pixar, and how having 3 older brothers growing up made you like twice as tough as your size, okay, and twice as adventurous. And I think that's just grown as you have become a wonderful young man of God. And it's been so awesome to get to see you every day at Concordia. And I'm really proud of maybe some of the things that not everybody sees at school. And maybe that's one thing that I can share, such as how helpful you are at home and how you want everything to be nice for your family, and you have the gift of hospitality. I love how you relax by playing your grand piano, and you don't get stressed if my little kids start banging on the keys of that beautiful instrument because they want to be like you. I completely trust you, and I can't say that about everybody, but I completely trust you and what you do, and you are a man of integrity. You are a gentleman. It's perfect that you have come to Texas, and it is also perfect that you're going to be an Aggie, because they love to stress being a gentleman there. All right. So there's a lot of, helping others. Chivalry is not dead in Aggie land. And respect for elders, respect for Texans. Those are important traits as well. I remember, I think it was your sophomore year, you came to visit a couple times to Concordia, and all the way from Wisconsin. And you made it into the yearbook, which didn't surprise me from that year. You just right away gelled with the senior class. I think it was in one of Mr. Zier's classes, actually. You guys were dressing up with drama stuff, acting out Bible stories. And I knew that would be right up your alley in every way because you love acting theater and you also love God's word and very bold in those ways. Let's see. So something I think a lot of people know this story, but I just think it's really cool that you started to pray that your family would move to Texas when you were in 10th grade. And your dad probably thought that was really a long shot. One of those pipe dream prayers. But, you know, I think that I've always thought, and I will say it again, that the prayers, well, two things. The prayers of a righteous man are powerful and effective, and you are a righteous man. And then the other thing that I would say is that people who are your age, when, you know, young men are striving after the Lord and young women that we have at our school of the teenage age, as we say in America, I think when you are crying out to God, it really leads adults even. It leads your teachers. It is exciting to God. He loves to hear what's on your mind and heart, and he opens those doors when they work according to his will. And I'm so glad God brought you to Texas. It has absolutely been epic. Loved seeing you in plays here. And soccer team, that was so exciting. Thank you for 2 very epic seasons of soccer and all your hustle. And I love to see you on the basketball court, how you always are encouraging your fellow teammates. You know, I always see you kind of putting an arm around them, helping them have the strength to keep going. It's just been really cool. Yeah, so you love things to be clean. And I think that's really cool. You're really good at polishing and, you know, making things beautiful. But you're also very patient if they get messed up. And I think that says a lot about you. You brought a blizzard to Yuji on his birthday very recently. And because they didn't put enough fudge in the blizzard, you brought extra fudge. And then it spilled in the beautiful red convertible. And just your reaction to that, I think, shows what a godly man you are, because you had just detailed it and you weren't stressed. I think you even laughed a little bit. You're like, oh, there it goes. I'm kind of disappointed, but here's the thing. You do not take out your frustration on other people. And that is very generous of you. And I hope that everyone who knows you, including myself and Jake and Mr. Z and Mr. D and everybody, I hope that we can encourage you, you know, through life, because I know we all have disappointments and setbacks, but you're determined not to take those out on other people. So when God gives you that R&R on the boat or wherever, I think it is well deserved, and that you should be as the disciples on the boat and just let God tell the waves what to do. So I don't know, do we pray? I don't know how it works on this Zoom. Do I pray or I just go to Jake?
Go to Jake.
Go to Jake.
Pray for him in your heart. Pray for him in your heart, and then, you know, like, call him later and pray with him tonight.
Okay.
Am I out?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I out? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So, how I met Sam. He was new to school last year, and so was I, and we never really talked, even though we were both defenders on the state final soccer team. And one day, my mom said, let's go visit the Murdys. And I thought to myself, great, now I have to go over to some random Yankees house down the street just because they moved in. Things got worse for me, or so I thought. My mom arranged a carpool for me with Sam. But what I came to realize is that Sam is thoughtful, funny, easygoing, confident, and gets along with everyone. He is dependable. Well, mostly. He's only forgotten to pick me up once. If you need anything to take apart and successfully put back together, Sam's your man. He just knows how things work. Sam has a strong Christian faith He is willing to speak up and lead a small group, large or small. He willingly shares his wisdom learned from his 3 older brothers of how to drive safely, all things flying and boating. Sam, you are a great friend, and you will leave our campus, but you will never leave our hearts.
Oh, so sweet. Great job, Jake.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. That was great. Jake.
Mr. Z,
Thank you,
before
Mr.
we move,
Fitzgerald.
I love you. Before we move on from Sam, I have just received hot off the press a letter from a junior about Sam.
Do it.
Okay, so I don't know if it's a mystery who this junior might be. Okay,
I
it's
say
great.
just go for it. Go for
I
it.
don't think it is.
Get it. Just get it.
Okay. Here we go, Sam. She is at work. She is at work. You know, she's working hard to, you know, make a future. So here we go. I've known Sam pretty much since he moved here. He played soccer the first year I started managing. So I saw him before the school year had actually started. And the first thing I noticed was his Wisconsin Badger shirt. Sam and my brother had obviously hit it off right away because of that. So we started taking him home from soccer practice, and just from those short 5-minute drives, how fast were you guys going? I had learned just how goofy he is. Okay, let's see. He was always talking about how excited he was to start at Concordia, and I thought he was crazy for being excited to start school. But he made school so much fun for so many people. He has such a drive for Christ and loving and helping others. That's true. This year, seeing him as a family group leader for my sister, a soccer captain for us, one of the basketball captains, a science Olympiad leader, choir leader, and the list goes on and on. 1 Corinthians 16:13 is a good verse to look at for a reminder of how to get through the change of moving to college. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. God bless you, Sam, as you go on to bigger and better things. Nothing better than Cardinals, of course. I'll miss you. Man.
Oh,
All right.
all right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Fitzgerald, cousin Jake. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right. Up next, we got Travis Parsons, the man who knows where everything is. I swear he knows where things are at school that I couldn't even tell you. So he is the ultimate helper, I would say, around our school. And we got Major and Carson talking. There he is. Ooh, look at that haircut. Rocking it. How's the wrist?
Solid.
Perfect. All right. Carson, you ready to go?
Oh, I can go first, sure. So Travis is also a member of H209.
Yeah.
H209 forever. And he has been for the past 3 years of my high school life. He has blessed our family group each year, especially when that boy cooks. I mean, one Thanksgiving, he literally brought a turkey to our entire family, and casserole and dessert and potatoes. And I was just like, my gosh, Travis, like, bring it on. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to eat it. But some of my favorite memories of Travis Parsons come from Water Day. My very first Water Day, I just walk out and I see this tub of water balloons. And I'm just like, okay, all right. And basically we all just go at the tub all at once, and we just throw water balloons until our hearts are happy. Well, Parsons had a hidden stack behind the office that he waited to use when we were all dry. And he came out behind the office with the biggest smile on his face, just attacking us and re-soaking us again with all this water. Then when we had dried off again, the buckets were still full of water. So Parsons decides that he's going to dump the water on us. He tries to go after Isaiah, but Isaiah makes a beeline for Miss Rader's room, locking himself in Miss Rader's room. So he sees me and Charlotte sitting by the bushes talking, and for some reason he decides to dump both buckets only on me, not Charlotte. only on me, re-soaking me again and my towel, and everyone else's towel was out drying, and we had no extra towel, so I had to walk around the rest of the day just soaking in this ice cold water in my swimsuit with a shirt on, just freezing the whole day. But in my mind, I'm going, I'm gonna get him back one day. But that day has never happened because I don't know how to prank him. I'm terrible at pranking. So you got lucky, Travis. But aside from that, Travis, you have provided our family group as well with both amazing leadership and great, amazing, insightful Bible studies. Thank you for everything you've ever done for both our family group and our school. Another thing I want to point out about Travis is one of my most favorite memories of him was when I sprained my ankle this year in a basketball game. I had never done a sprain like this before, and it hurt awfully bad. And Coach Des and Coach Dennis and my dad were all helping me on the side. And Travis is right there. And I'm like, Travis, can I hold your hand? He's like, yes. And I'm pretty sure I might have taken out the circulation in his hand because as they were wrapping my ankle, I'm just squeezing Travis's hand going, I'm so sorry. And he's like, it's okay. If it gets the pain away, it's okay. And through that whole next hour and a half, however long it was, of me just sitting there crying, Travis was right there holding me and telling me it was okay and that the pain would one day go away. And he just sat there praying for me and comforting me. And I will keep that memory forever, Travis. Thank you so much, and I hope you have an amazing time at college.
Thank you. Love you too.
Man, Travis Parsons, Principal Parsons himself, bro.
Yes, sir.
Bro, we go way back. We go since like Redeemer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, bro. So one really like vivid memory I have is like when we were on the same middle school basketball team. We were on the orange team. And if you don't know what the orange team is, it is the B team for the kids who like weren't the best. And so like we got put on the B team, the orange team. But man, we like owned the orange team, bro. Like and I remember, I don't know how many games we won. I think we only won like one game, but that one game we did win was like the best game ever, bro. But like, where do I begin? Like when I talk about you, dog, just getting to grow up with you was just an amazing experience. And I'm just so lucky that I have the privilege to see the man that you turned out to be. You have such a servant heart and you have a drive to love others and show God's love through your actions and your words. And you were just a real model of what a true man of God looks like. And I know with whatever you decide to pursue in life, whether it's Lutheran education or camp ministry or just anything, I know that you're going to change lives by pouring Christ's love into everyone that's around you. And I'm so glad that I had the privilege of having you as a friend. And dude, I'm going to miss you so much. I'm going to miss joking with you and giving each other a hard time, man. So you go and rock college, go and rock your future, dog, because you're going to impress everyone who you meet.
Thank you. I'm gonna miss you too, bro.
H209 forever.
H209.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Good seeing you, Travis.
Adios, y'all.
Adios. All right. All right. Up next, we got Ivy. Ivy, our basketball star coming up here. I mean, goodness gracious, this girl, not only is she playing basketball, she's acting, and she's also just one of the people in class who just throws out so many good things to talk about, and you can just take, I mean, literally any topic. You give her any topic, and she could take it and she could talk about it in a very smart way. So it's always great having her in class. And we got Charlotte and Scarlett. Is Scarlett with you, Ivy, on the phone? Perfect. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's start with her since she's on the phone, and then if we can we'll get Charlotte to go second, okay?
Okay, go ahead, sir. Okay, so I told Ivy I wasn't gonna cry, but we all know that's a lie because Ivy and I met freshman year. We were pretty close. Like I would I would always come to her with my problems, and she would always help me overcome them. Ivy has helped me grow so much in the past 3 years of my high school career. She helped me through one of the hardest times, but she also told me that no matter what people think of me, she will always love me. Ivy is in Flame Broiled, which is such an honor to be in her family group. She led us very, very well this year, and she always spoke God's word through her. I always got good advice from her, and I wouldn't be where I am today without Ivy. Ivy, you're going to be missed by so many people, not only me, but the basketball team and our family group. You're a strong, beautiful, smart, talented, and just amazing person. There are so many other things I could say about you, but I don't have the time, and nor do I want to cry. Please come back and visit. I love you, and I'll miss you so much, and the family group will too. There is just so much more that everyone wants to say about you, but we can't. The one thing I want to leave you with is always push the boundaries and always set your goals high, because we all know you can reach them.
Oh, honey. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hang up because I can't cry. Goodbye. Oh.
Well, it's my turn now.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so Ivy, I first met you when I was shadowing, actually. You were sitting in the desk in front of me because you were towards the back of the classroom for your for your religion class, whatever freshmen take, I can't remember. But yeah, you were sitting in the desk in front of me, and you were really nice, and you turned around and you introduced yourself, and it made me feel really included and happy. And then I didn't really get to know you until basketball season my freshman year. You've always been so enthusiastic and willing to help anyone who's coming to you. And you were willing to do drumline with us when we needed someone to pick up the slack and to do drums with us for our volunteer drumline this year. One of the memories that sticks out most to me is a day over the summer where we went to Lakeline Mall together. And then afterwards we went swing dancing together, and it was just so much fun. Or also over Christmas break after basketball practice when we went to the outlet mall together, and we just walked around the outlet mall for like 3 hours talking. And then we went to Olive Garden afterwards for some reason. But yeah, or the basketball sleepovers that we had, the many different basketball sleepovers, or when you stayed over after TAPS last year. Just, you've impacted my life so much, and I'm so grateful for you. I miss you, and I hope you have an amazing time in college. I love you.
I love you too. More sleepovers in the future, okay?
Wow, that was awesome. Great job, ladies. That was so good. Ivy, it's great to see you too. All right, up next we got the one and only Maddie Rep. All right. Maddie is a girl that I feel like really does a great job of going and caring for people around her, finding those in need around her, and building them up and looking to help care for them. And we are going to have Jordan Stoley come on and say a few kind and loving words about her.
Hi, Maddie. I have some funny stories. All right. So first, I wanted to start it off by saying you're like an absolute value, because no matter what is negative or positive, you always make it positive. So I thought I would get that out there. And I really find it awesome that we've been planning to room since early my sophomore year, and now you're going to A&M, and I can't wait to room with you. Hopefully I can go be there with you, because you're so great and I love hanging out with you. And I remember that one sleepover, and we died laughing at everything. And which brings me to my next point, actually. So girls retreat, and I think you know where I'm going with this. So Maddie and I wanted to paddleboard, and we were gonna try to do it together. But we kept falling off when we were both trying to get on. So it took us 30 minutes to get on, and when we, well, okay, never mind. I'll leave that later. But so we tried to get back, and Miss Rader was like, "Where were y'all?" And we were like, "We were only down there like 30 yards away. It just took us forever to get back on the paddleboard because we were dying." So that's basically
that sums up my friendship with you, and you're light to other people because you just make everybody happy, and you're just such a good role model, and you send me verses quite a lot, which is amazing, and it's a good reminder. So I love you, and I hope you have fun in college, and I will miss you.
Oh, thank you, Jordan. I love you too. I can't wait for you to room with me. So
yes.
Great job, ladies. Wonderful. All right. Up next, we got Michaela, Kayla Smith coming up. She's kind of like our volleyball guru, I guess you would say. She is the master and commander of all things volleyball, and we will definitely miss her on our volleyball team and at our school. That is for sure. So we are having Abby Yankee and Jordan Stoley, round number 2, coming right back up.
Sorry, Jordan.
All right, Abby, you want to go first since Jordan just had to go?
Hi, Kayla.
Hi, Abby.
Okay, so I can't believe how fast the past 2 years have gone. I always remember when I was a freshman and when we had our first summer volleyball practice and how nice you were to me. And like no matter how hard the practices got, you were always so positive and fun. And I appreciate how welcome you made me feel. And I could not have asked for a better upperclassman to be friends with. God has blessed you with such strong strength in everything that you do. You made me see the positive in everything. I was able to talk to you about anything, and you laughed at all my jokes, even when no one else did. And so I hope that you love college, and I can't wait to hear all about it. I love you bunches, and I can't wait to see you after all the corona stuff is over.
Oh, I love you too, Abby. Oh.
Hi, Kayla.
Hi, JoJo.
So we were on the volleyball team together, and that I think I was honestly dreading that my freshman year was this moment right now. Well, the senior night, you know. Yeah, because you're just such a nice person, and you're so smart, and I admire your strength and your just your knowledge about sports and volleyball and stuff. And I love talking to you about it and doing speeches about it together. And yeah, so I thought it was really hilarious. Well, not hilarious. It's not good that you like did not do something good to your knee, you know. But I thought it was kind of funny because like I hurt my knee the week before, and then on twin day for homecoming week, you messed up your knee, and I was like, oh, we're twins, but that's not a good thing. So yeah, I just thought that was funny to bring up. And I also remember in choir, it was you, me, Maddie, and Sophie. It was my freshman year, and we were like slinging each other across in the foyer. You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, some people got mad at us, but it was just so fun. And I loved doing cheer with you. You were my favorite bass that I got to work with. And I miss being co-captains with you. And I always thought, again, since my freshman year, that you should be the captain even as a sophomore, because I thought you were just so great at what you did, and you were so nice and helpful. So I love you, and come back and watch us play.
I love you too, JoJo. And of course, I will always be back.
Beautiful. Love it, ladies. Love it. Kayla, good to seeing you. Good job. Good job, Jordan. You did it. All right. Up next, we have Caleb, the one and only Steinke as well. The man who's got dirt on everyone. Caleb, it's been great having you in class, man. I know that your heart and desire is to one day become a pastor, and I think you will truly make a great pastor. So I look forward to that. And we are going to have your sister. What do you know?
Live from his own house.
Yeah, and then also Jeffrey Reyes.
Jeffrey.
Oh, look, doggy. Oh, all right. Lauren, you can go first if you'd like.
Okay. So, if y'all didn't know, Caleb is actually an introvert. He goes to school and y'all get to see his wild side. And don't get me wrong, he's wild at home too. But the majority of the time when he gets home, he goes straight to his room and none of us see him until the next morning. It's either that or he'll come downstairs late at night and get on the computer and eat. He is an amazing brother despite always needing to recharge. And if I ask, he helps me with all my homework, except for chemistry, which he calls Brayden for that. And Caleb is also a blast to play video games with. When we play Siege, he's usually the one to carry our team, always coming in with that clutch. And Caleb, you are just an extremely mature, just human being. You are so deep in God's word, always willing to help out in church and youth group, and always coming up with the best answers during Bible study. Like, I know you'll make an amazing pastor someday, and I want you to stand up, like, just be you, no fear about who you are. Like, you'll do great, and just thank you for being my brother. Love you, bro. You're gonna go far, kid.
Love you, sis.
No, Caleb. Over the last 2 years I've known you, it's been a truly amazing experience. The first time I met you, and then a couple weeks later, I found out that you're one of your favorite animals was squirrels. And I thought, wow, that is a man of good taste. And, I just love that, and, you're an amazing leader. You're a wonderful person. I would say that my best experiences with you are during family times with the family. You are a very humble person and you're a great leader. I remember you asking everyone else, what would you guys like to play and what do you guys want to do? And that might not seem like a lot, but actually it's a very small detail, but very important. That shows that, you care about what other people, they want to do. And you're very humble enough to, ask, sophomores and freshmen. So that is amazing. And during soccer, you were an amazing co-captain. I've honestly looked up to you. You have taught me to be fierce in the field out there, fight as much as you can, try to assist and do things like that. But when we're outside the field, be kind and be generous. And I believe that is very important. And as I go, I want to leave you with this. Joshua 1:9, it says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." So remember, God will always be with you wherever you go, as long as you stay in his path. And, I know you will. Yeah.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Wonderful. So good. Love it. All right. Up next, we got Kyrie Washington. I can't tell you how many times I said Kyrie's name wrong when I first met her. I mean, it was a lot. But that's not the only thing that I remember about Kyrie. Kyrie is such a humble person, especially in her faith too. I love the genuineness of her faith and how she encourages us all through her humility and love of God's word. So that's been a really big blessing to have in class. And she is gonna have Noah come on and say a little something about her. Noah on there, Mr. D?
He should be coming on. I did kick him off originally, but then I saw his name.
Poor Noah.
Noah found a way back in. And maybe I kick Noah back out again.
Yep.
I got Noah.
Hello.
You got Noah?
Yeah.
On the phone?
Yeah, I do.
Hello.
Perfect. Let's just do that.
What happened? That's okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Kieran, there are three things that you've always been. The first is that you've always been a leader. Now, this was apparent during this last year of family groups, in which you always try to keep everyone on track and keep everyone together, which was a hard thing to do with our family group, but you certainly gave it a great effort. Secondly, you've always been kind. If anyone's had a bad day, you can sense it, and you'll immediately ask if they're okay and if they need to talk. You're always there to be a friend to the friendless and to help people back up to on their feet. And lastly, and probably the most important to you, is that you are a Christian. This is evident every day in every situation. You not only literally displayed your faith through Bible studies or by always offering to pray in whatever situation, but you also show the love of Christ through your kindness. You are both a leading Christian and a kind Christian, and you're also my friend.
Oh, thank you.
I wish you all the luck as you attend Concordia this fall, and I wish you even more luck as you study communications and entrepreneurship. Thank you, Kyrie, for everything that you've given me, and God be with you.
Oh, God be with you. Thank you. Is that it? Do I mute myself now? Hello.
All right. Good job, everybody. No way to show up and make that happen. Mr. D's tying both your arms behind your back, and you're still making it happen. All right. Next, we got Linda. Calm, cool, and collected, man. That's how I would describe Linda. Always just there and ready, but just someone who is also very humble. Something I appreciate about her is, not wanting to step out and hurt anyone, just care for the people around her as well. So it's been great having Linda in class, and Sophie's gonna say a few things about her. Oh, and Charlotte too.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda. Can I go first, Sophie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Linda is one of the most chill people that I know. I first met Linda actually because I would go over to the Kirkos house all the time, and she lives with them and all that. Aw. Yeah, but she's one of the most chill and amazing people that I know. She makes the most amazing fried tofu. And I really got to know her during musical season, which made me really happy. And whenever I'm feeling sad, she'll just send me a picture or a gif of a cat. Or whenever I need to hang out with someone, I can just text her and I know that she'll respond relatively soon. I'm so grateful for all the times that we got bubble tea together and for just you always being there for me. And I love you so much.
Oh.
I love you, Charlotte.
Okay. I guess it's my turn now. So Linda, I have a lot to say about you. I've known you for a really long time now. You're living with us right now. And when you first came to live with us, you were very quiet. That's
awkward. Quiet.
You didn't talk to us that much, and you were still kind of new to English. Yes. But eventually you learned how to live with our crazy family of 6 people, and it became a really fun time. And now you're one of my favorite people. You are my best friend in the whole world that I've had. And we do a lot together, actually. We watch cheesy shows together and we hang out with all of our siblings. We even got you to play volleyball recently. That was fun. And I'm just going to say that I'll miss having you living with us, especially when you go off to college. It'll feel like losing a sibling. The house will be way quieter now that you're gone. And I hope that you do well in college and that you have a great time. And I hope you go and do great things.
Yes, I will. I love you, Sophie.
I love you too, Linda. Oh, we can hug. Yeah.
Oh, family, love that. It's so great.
He's gonna dash.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. Coming up next, Linda's. Oh, there she is. Hey, she came back.
Hey.
Coming up next, we got Calvino, the finest of wines. What do I call him, Calvin? I call him Calvino, the finest of wines. Yeah, love Calvin. Calvin has been just a joy to have in class. Look at that picture. And if you guys didn't know, for the last, I think it's been the last 3 years, my profile picture on my email account from Concordia High School has been none other than Calvin Young. And I'm sure it has confused many a people.
Yes.
But Calvin and I are one in email. And he's going to have Jack and Cole come on in and say a few words about him. Jack, you can go first if you'd like.
All right, sounds good. I will. All right, so Calvin, I remember shadowing you my 8th grade year before I knew if I wanted to come to Concordia. And after shadowing you, I kind of decided, I was like, you know what, this is the place I want to go to high school at. And you really helped, like, kind of just show me that experience from day one, and I'll never forget that. And I'm super thankful for that. And then once I got there, I realized just how, like, much your presence shows at our school. You're such, not only a leader, but you're also like a funny one and a relatable one that people can look up to, but also be friends with and are easy to talk to, and just such a good person if you need to have a conversation. And one of my favorite times with you was last year drama, when we had to record our project and we went out to the Maynard ghost town with you, me, and Coulter, and it was like storming so bad, and we thought we were going to get like rained out and the area was flooded and we didn't think we could get in. And that was just a crazy couple days because we didn't even know if we were going to go. And that just kind of showed me like how dedicated you are. And I'm just super thankful that I could have someone like that, especially with close experiences like that, showing me kind of what that dedication looks like. Your presence was felt so much at our campus, and you're just such a great part of all of our lives, Calvin. And I'm super thankful for getting to know you, and super thankful for shadowing you that first day and kind of showing me that the next 4 years is where I wanted to be. So thank you, Calvin. I appreciate it. I love you.
Love you too. Thanks, Jack.
Calvin and I weren't super close until around musical time of my freshman year. All of the great moments I've had with Calvin usually consist of me laughing really, really hard and also being extremely confused at the exact same time, and I'm sure many people can relate. And under all of that goofiness that Calvin has, he also carries a badge of leadership. The first time I really saw this come into play was during Alpha Wolf Thundermoon and his work in Bucks to set everything up. I've seen him grow as a leader, and I hope he carries that energy throughout college. I hope I'll get many more chances to hang out with him during the time he visits from college and go do random things in Stonehill. Calvin, you are the homie, and I'm gonna miss you.
Thanks, Cole. I'm going to miss you too. Thank you all both very much.
Of course.
Gotta love the Alpha Wolf Thundermoon shout out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you, Calvin. So there actually is one more senior that does need to be talked about. Unfortunately, we did not see her or could find her in any of the attendees, but that's Olivia. And she's a wonderful girl, someone who has been in our school and been a joy to have in class. Obviously a part of the crew of girls that led our school to the championship game. And someone who I think every single day would always ask me, Mr. Zier, are you doing okay? Literally every single day. And that was always something that brightened up my day, and just let me know that someone cared about me. So I've appreciated having Olivia in my class and being one of these seniors. Thank you to everyone who came and joined and was a part of this. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope it was something that you guys love doing. Our senior class this year, the verse that they picked for graduation is Romans 18:8. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. I can't help but think that this has something to do with the time that we're currently living in, but more than just that. I mean, obviously right now we are suffering greatly as individuals, as a nation, but in so many ways, suffering is something that marks us as Christians. This is something that is a mark of a Christian. And the beautiful thing about suffering is really that we know that at the end of the day, it's only a temporary thing. Because ultimately we have a place that we can go, a place that takes suffering and pain and hardship away from us, where we can rest easy and be in a perfect relationship with our God. And so that verse is actually a beautiful reminder, I think, for this class as they walk out into this new part of their life, into college and into beyond, and the sufferings that they will endure. And hopefully sufferings that they will endure upholding and bearing the name of God. This class has been a class that I think has helped shape our school in some really beautiful ways and is truly a bunch of great leaders. A class that was kind of winnowed down into a smaller group, and that group just became so strong and so together in the things that they did. And I know that missing these last few months has probably been some serious torture for them. I'm sure they were just plans that they had for days. I know that I'm very sad not to have been able to teach them and sit in class with them and see them face to face and be goofy with them and tell them about who God is, because I know that I would have grown in that time as well, because they've been a rich blessing in my life. So seniors, I thank you. I look forward to hanging out with you one last time tomorrow. So let me do this. Let me pray for us real quick, and then we are going to send off the seniors the same way we brought them in, through sorting. So let me pray, and then we'll do that, and then we'll call it a night. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this group. I thank you for the men and the women that you have been molding and shaping over these 4 years, the way that they have loved each other, the way that they have struggled together and struggled well together. And I thank you that they've built each other up. They've made each other better so that when they leave this place, they will go and do greater things. Father, I pray that we would, as the people in their lives that care deeply about them, know and trust that you, Father, go before them, and that before they were ever in our life, Father, they were a part of yours. And just entrust that you are caring for them in ways that we never can. Thank you for them. May they know that they are loved, that they are cared for, and that they will always be a part of Concordia. Amen. All right, I'm gonna let Mr. D do this, because I feel like every year I always have to go back to him. Every year I have to go back to him and be like, what's the order of things again? Is it you're a member of, a child of God, and a cardinal forever?
Do you want us to get the teachers up here?
Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Let's throw as many of the seniors as we can up here. Let's throw the teachers up here.
The ones that are still here.
Let's anyone and everyone, seniors or teachers, throw them on here so we can see all their pretty faces.
Here we go.
It's like going to Christian leaders class.
interrupted my crying.
You interrupted your crying. Sorry, Bailey.
Trying to think, is there any other seniors?
Brody,
Some seniors left. Brody, if you're watching this, 1,000 apologies. You were the first one to be removed from the. Yeah.
If you want to pull on Miss Fitzgerald, Miss Rader, Mr. Weil,
Yep.
Miss Gideon.
Yes.
Gableman.
Oh, Miss Gideon, yes.
Ruby.
Yes, Miss Gideon.
Daniel's not in.
Nathaniel's not in either.
And Linda.
And Linda.
Is Linda? Oh yeah, here you go.
Westfeld.
Join us now. Okay. Brody's here too.
Yeah, what's up,
Right.
Brody?
Yes, perfect, Travis.
That's good.
I love it. That's perfect.
Yes, Travis.
I love Travis. It's so sweet.
Joey boy.
Joey, baby Joey.
Joey.
Yes, Joey, where you at?
There's so many people on the screen. Oh my gosh.
You gotta turn on your camera.
Oh.
There we go.
Joey.
Says in spirit.
Mr. Wiles knows.
Mr. Wiles.
Oh, there he is.
It's an epic now.
Jake said in the chat to look at your cameras.
It's for the pictures.
Oh, okay.
I heard that.
Wait, I wasn't
Well,
smiling.
this is the break.
Facebook
Can't see
tomorrow.
my eyes. Oh my gosh.
Smile, everybody.
Oh, this is Fitzgerald wants to be let on.
Mr. Wild.
hold on.
Hi, Mr. Wild.
Don't forget Miss Fitzgerald.
Lisa. Sorry, this is Fitzgerald.
Oh, they're all on. That makes me so happy.
Here's Joey.
All right.
Claire's terrible. I'm sorry for exposure, whatever you call that.
Okay, students. Okay, students, put it on mute, and then the staff. We would usually say at the beginning when you're entered into your family group, you are a child of God, a cardinal forever, and a member of. And because you're all members of different family groups, you're all leaders of your different family groups, and we all very much appreciate your leadership. We at Concordia High School are always dependent, and I say that with the utmost emphasis and respect. We are dependent on our seniors for an incredible year, and you've given us an incredible year, a year to remember, a year to live up to. You are a measuring stick. And so while we won't say that you are, in reverse order, you're a member of the family, but we as a staff, a faculty, family, an alumni, all of these things, we always tell each other that you are always the child of God. And that is so important. That is the number one important thing. You are a child of God and you are a cardinal forever. And so wherever you go in the world, we have people, we have cardinals forever that are living in China and in Korea and serving in Afghanistan and Iraq. They're living in Eastern Europe. They're living in South America. They are all over the world. We have cardinals all over the world. So no matter where you are, if you are shelter in place, if you are serving abroad, wherever you are living, just remember you are a child of God and a cardinal forever. So that's what I want the staff to say. So staff, unmute yourself. We will say you are a child of God and a cardinal forever. Are you ready? Mrs. Gideon.
Hold on, guys. Wait for Brody.
Brody. Go get Brody.
I think Miss Rep is also
He died.
trying to get on.
Where's Miss Rep? Oh, there you go. I'm sorry. Mrs. Rep. Mrs. Rep is here, yes. Your amazing college coordinator, Mrs. Rep, is on. She is ready to go. She is. All right. So again, You guys are children of God. You are a child of God. You're a cardinal forever. Staff, are you ready?
Yep.
Child of God, cardinal forever. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. You are.
You are a child of God.
Cardinal
forever.
And you'll always be my babies.
And my sweeties.
Guys,
Miss Gideon. Oh, Miss
you guys so
Ritter.
much.
Miss Gideon, I love you.
Love y'all. Don't make me cry.
You guys are the
Miss
best.
Gideon, you're making us
You
cry.
guys are by far the best.
You hold a special place in our heart. You need to know that.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
You guys truly went above and beyond for us. We really appreciate it.
Got
That's
it.
for sure.
All right, love you guys. We're out of here.
Of all y'all.
Bye, y'all. It's so good to see you.
Bye. Brody says bye.
Bye,
Yeah.
Brody.
There he is. Thanks,
I
Cal.
love y'all. I love y'all.
Peace out.
Yay, Mr. Zier.
Woo.